One of the best things in this world is a warm slice of pie. If only you knew how to make a pie, right? Well, luckily for you, a pie cookbook is something you won't have to look far and wide for. However, of all the pie cookbooks out there, how do you know which one is best for you? Lucky for you, we came up with a 10 best list of the best pie cookbooks out there. Topping it is Saura Madani's Easy as Pie, which gives you delicious pie recipes for every season. Read the rest of our list to find more great pie cookbooks. And make sure you check our buyer's guide reviewed by a professional chef for tips on how to find the right cookbook so you can make those delicious pies you're dreaming of. The first product on our list is Easy as Pie Saura Madani. This beginner-friendly pie cookbook gives pie makers a collection of pie recipes to make with each season. It also gives home cooks a good foundation for pie baking, with sections that teach you how to make pies from scratch. With step-by-step guides that cover how to make the perfect crust and even how to deal with common pie making problems, this book also gives you 50 pie recipes that should sustain your pie cravings for a whole year. Some reviewers wished that there were more than 50 recipes in the pie cookbook. Others said that there weren't enough pictures for reference, so you may want to keep this in mind if you're a visual learner. A few received books that were misprinted. However, beginners and experienced pie makers alike really liked that this book gives clear instructions. Others also loved that the cookbook has a combination of classic and modern pie recipes. Readers also liked that the chapters are organized by season. The next product on our list is Art of the Pie Kate McDermott. This pie cookbook covers a ton of pie making aspects, working its way from the outer pie crust to the rich inner filling. Organized into sections that cover the types of fruit you use, the style of pie you make, and even sweet versus savory pies, this book is a must-have for any pie enthusiast. It has simple instructions for how to carry out certain procedures central to pie making, like rolling dough and making fillings, and also gives you some gluten-free alternatives. It comes complete with vivid photographs for reference, too. Note, though, that the cookbook also includes some narratives by the author. Some reviewers didn't really like the author's personal stories. Others thought that the book didn't give enough recipes. However, many reviewers raved about how this book really gives home bakers a great pie crust making foundation. Readers also loved that this cookbook is both informative and entertaining. The vivid photographs were a big hit too. The next product in our list is The Lost Art of Pie Making Made Easy by Swell. Pie making doesn't have to be complex and dynamic. This pie cookbook keeps things simple with its collection of classic pie recipes. The author of this book shares some pie making secrets that were passed on to her by her grandmother. Not only does this book show you how to quickly make a pie, but it also gives you some old-timey pie recipes like Dutch oven apple cherry, vanilla crumb, and even fresh raspberry pie. Readers also get some vintage photos and fun trivia. This includes some old superstitions about pie and even tips on how you can host your own pie contest. Some reviewers said that this book doesn't give beginners a very comprehensive introduction to the basics of pie making. Others said it lacks details that would help make instructions more clear, especially to people new to the pie making world. However, on the upside, readers liked the commentary of this book. Others appreciated its direct and simple take on making pies. Reviewers also really liked the humor and laid-back feel of this book. The next product in our list is Martha Stewart's New Pies and Tarts Martha Stewart Living Magazine. This pie cookbook brings together the traditional and the modern when it comes to pie recipes. With 150 recipes that include savory and sweet pies, this book also gives pie enthusiasts a guide on how to make fillings and carry out common pie making techniques. Its chapters are divided into different pie types such as classic pies, freeform pies, holiday pies, and savory pies. Besides this, readers also get tart recipes. Reviewers absolutely loved the wide range of pie recipes this pie cookbook provides. Many noted that it's perfect for both beginners and experienced pie makers. The straightforward recipes paired with the photos which made the recipes even easier to follow were a big hit among readers. Many reviewers also raved about how delicious their finished products were thanks to the Great Pie Guide. The next product is the Perfect Pie America's Test Kitchen. From crust to filling, this pie cookbook gives readers an in-depth guide on how to carry out pie-making techniques. By doing so, it helps pie makers perfect their craft. Besides covering pies, this book also covers tarts and galette. After covering the basics like how to make the perfect pie crust and how to whip up the perfect meringue filling, this cookbook then moves on to more complex techniques like intricate decorating and design slicing. Every chapter highlights a different type of pie or technique. Reviewers really liked that the book is super detailed and that its pie-making tips were quite creative. Pie makers who got this book also said that the instructions and techniques are really easy to follow. The quality of the book, especially its print, was something many of the reviewers appreciated as well. The book also comes with a dust cover. The next product in our list is Men's Pie Manual Andrew Webb. Unless you live under a rock, then you know that men and women alike can bake pies. After all, the kitchen is a shared space. This pie cookbook helps men hone their pie-making skills in order to impress their family and friends, though obviously, you don't have to be a man to make these recipes. This book doesn't just cover pie-making tools and equipment, but it also tackles how to make the perfect pastry and filling. It includes pie recipes as well as other dishes that the author considers to be close to a pie, such as sausage rolls and beef Wellingtons. Reviewers noted that the book was originally written for a British audience, so some instructions and references such as temperature measurements may require some independent research. However, readers said that the cookbook is fun to read and that the instructions, recipes, and photo references are easy to follow. The next product is Bakerita Rachel Connor's. This pie cookbook makes sure that pie will be a close friend no matter your diet, thanks to its dairy, gluten, and refined sugar-free recipes. It also gives you recipes for other healthy sweet treats like cheesecake and scones, and all of the recipes can be made vegan, too. Note though, that most of the recipes use almond flour, which is a common allergen. If you're allergic to nuts, then this pie cookbook isn't for you. Many reviewers loved that this book makes it much easier to enjoy a slice of pie because of the healthy alternative recipes. Others raved about how the book defies the stereotype that healthy food is tasteless. In fact, on the contrary, people said that the recipes turned out to be really delicious. The next product in our list is Elegant Pie Karin Pfeiff-Boschek. Pie making is an art all its own. It's one thing to make a pie taste delicious, and it's another to make it look elegant and stunning. This pie cookbook covers all of that, providing you with recipes and techniques that will help you decorate your pie. The book covers a total of 25 designs that are arranged according to their difficulty levels. Each of the methods is also backed by step-by-step picture references. Reviewers were absolutely delighted with this informative pie cookbook, with many of them raving about how the detailed instructions helped them to make beautiful pie masterpieces. Pie makers found the decorative techniques to be really well thought out. The stunning photographs by the author herself were also a big hit among reviewers. The next product in our list is Pie Squared, Cathy Barrow. A slab pie is shallow and is baked in a rectangular baking sheet, which makes it a no-fuss dish that is easy to serve to a group of people. This book gives you a collection of 75 slab pie recipes, including sweet and savory ones. It also provides readers with decoration tips. The book also covers different kinds of pie crusts like cornbread, cookie, cracker, and even cheddar cheese crusts. Some reviewers said that the cookbook's recipes were too ambiguous, however. But many loved how this book helped them make the perfect potluck contribution. Readers liked the writing style of the author as well as the special focus given to the pie crust. Many also said that the pies they made with this book were big hits during gatherings and potlucks. The next product is Mini Pies Abigail Johnson Dodge. This pie cookbook, Written for anyone who has an electric mini pie maker, guides readers into making the most delicious mini pies. It works around the 10-minute cooking time of an electric pie maker and gives you fruity, tangy and savory filling options to choose from. Some reviewers found the mini pie recipes to be mediocre, and others said the guides aren't very helpful. However, readers who own an electric mini pie maker really appreciated how this book is made just for such small pies, as regular pie cookbooks have measurements that are significantly larger than those needed to make tiny pies. Do you think this list makes sense? Leave a comment for us. You can find the product link in the description of the video. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest reviews.